Welcome to the show. It's simply divine. Talking faith and food, where we intertwine with Farah. It's simply divine. It's simply divine.
Hey guys, it's your girl Farah Rai, and welcome back to Simply Divine, the show where we talk to all of your favourite Christian and gospel music artists and find out what makes them who they are. Today I am joined by the beautiful Maria Passao. Hola! How are you? I'm good. Can I just say, you look really nice. I feel very unadressed and it's my own show and I don't think that's very healthy, but it's okay.
Oh, you look nice, don't worry.
Thank you. Okay, we can be friends now. No, I'm sorry, we're already friends. No, let's rewind that. We're all good. And because we're such good friends, I brought you a present.
Oh my goodness.
I brought you a present because
I get the big one.
No, it's not a big one. Do you know what the thing is though? With lemon juice, it's all about vitamin C. So really, I just care about your well-being and your immune systems. I'm doing you a favor by giving you more.
You're so nice.
I do try. It's quite difficult being this nice. What would you like to toast to?
I forgot to think about it. Let's toast to our friendship.
Toast to friendship, guys. Toast your friends more often. Cheers.
Oh my goodness. This might be because I'm Portuguese.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh,
Wait,
hey.
was she fine?
It's hitting a bit now.
No, it's because I brushed my teeth like an hour ago.
But this isn't very strong.
Oh.
Did they put something on it?
No.
Like sugar?
Do you want a drum roll? You can lift the
Yes.
curtain. Okay,
Cool.
ready? Oh, it's so colourful.
I love lentils.
Oh, look at that. I love lentils too, so this is very good.
It's exciting, but I don't get what it is. Just
There's
from
two
looking at
big
it.
onions. And I don't know what we're supposed to do.
Two big onions.
I can't lie, this is a lot of food.
Mushrooms. Is this soy sauce?
I have no clue what
No,
this is.
this is vinegar.
Oh.
Something Mediterranean is giving because of the
I
tomato.
have absolutely no clue.
Is this like an actual dish, or you just made it up?
It's like, did you just make up the dish?
No,
You've okay.
I have a recipe.
Okay. And
Okay.
this is everything that we need.
Yeah, but as usual, you have 3 clues.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Okay, we do have 3 clues.
Oregano.
You
Oh,
can't-
just like the soap.
You can't make this without one of the clues.
We can't make this without one of the clues.
Yeah.
So basically what you're saying is we have to use a clue right
Yeah.
now. Can we have a clue, please?
Yeah, close your eyes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Maria, before I say it, it's very sharp. And
Okay.
You both need to be very careful when you use this.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
gosh.
What is this? A saw or something?
Okay, you can open your eyes.
Oh.
Oh, a food processor? Oh, it's one of the hitty ones. No, it's not.
To cut the vegetables?
My go-to process is I always just start chopping things. So
Start
we
with
can,
these.
I know this must be cut, so we can start cutting, and then
Okay.
as the spirit leads, or we can start. Now we know that this is spaghetti. Yeah, we can start.
I'm just like, how?
I'm gonna guess that I think we
Cut it and
then twist. Okay. I have no idea what we're doing.
I'm thinking maybe like because we do salad with carrots, but then we would have
I
some leaf.
I do feel like it's meant to be bolognese, but with lentils. Yeah,
This,
yeah,
Celery.
celery, carrot, mushrooms. Maybe not bolognese, but like because of the tomato. But I don't know what the vinegar is for.
yeah, I'm very confused.
I'm very confused. I'm very confused.
Maybe it would be inside
Sure.
the recipe.
You know what? We're just gonna cook as the spirit leads. Whatever happens,
By
will
faith.
happen. Que será,
Literally.
será. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
People are gonna think I'm Spanish.
Okay, so you are from Portugal.
Yes.
So that means you speak Portuguese. How many languages do you speak?
3.
Oh, okay. What do you speak?
I speak Portuguese, Spanish, and English.
Okay, so theoretically, those are also 3 of the languages that I speak.
Really interesting.
Yeah, no, not theoretically. I do speak those languages. I do speak those languages quite well. I just
well.
haven't spoken Portuguese in a while. But I feel
Okay.
like languages are like riding a bike. So we're gonna do the next part of this interview in Portuguese.
Everything?
No. I'm going to ask you one
Yay!
question in Portuguese.
And I have to reply in Portuguese?
Yes, and we're going to have a conversation in Portuguese.
Wow.
And it's going to sound like I'm a native speaker because I am.
Because I am.
Because I
Oh, it's working.
I mean, that's good.
Wow.
Então, você, por que mudaste aqui?
And I'm supposed to... You want me
Na
to...
português, por
Okay.
favor.
That's just so cute.
Eu falo muito bem português, sabe? Então,
I love it.
conta-nos a
Então,
história.
eu mudei-me para a Inglaterra porque eu vim estudar.
Ok, que estudaste?
Estudei Popular Music
Ok.
e Songwriting.
Na que universidade?
Middlesex e depois no ICMP.
Ok.
É. E pronto, e basicamente foi por isso. Também porque eu queria independência. Eu
claro.
não queria ficar em casa
Claro.
muito mais tempo. Eu vivia em Lisboa durante uns 6 meses, mas depois estava a estudar serviço social, social work.
Ok.
Eu understood that.
Yeah,
Wow,
eu falo
I'm
português,
impressed.
não entendi? Eu estou entendendo toda essa conversação.
Eu sou muito lenta, look.
Que bonito!
Because I don't associate you with Portuguese. So it's so funny. Yeah, it's looking nice.
Ai,
It looks like
falei
spaghetti.
muito bem.
Sim, e então depois eu vim para Inglaterra, estive a estudar, trabalhar, etc. Eu não era cristã, aqui eu converti-me ao cristianismo
Ok.
e pronto, e desde aí sou mais feliz.
Como que entraste a Cristo?
Então eu gostava de um rapaz e ele levou-me até à igreja e eu já estava interessada e eu acho que o que me interessou mais foi que, especialmente com os adventistas, tem muita gente vegetariana. E eu já era vegetariana, e então
Ok, that makes sense.
fiquei interessada, né? E então depois eu fui na igreja com esse rapaz e fiquei especialmente impressionada com a música. Foi o
Claro.
que me chamou. Depois eu comecei a cantar lá com eles e depois batizei-me.
Ai,
Espírito
que
Santo.
lindo. Ai, que bem. Okay, so is there anywhere that you would live aside from England or Portugal? Have you ever thought of moving anywhere else?
100%, because one of my dreams is living somewhere where there's no winter. I know
Okay.
that might be heaven.
No,
I don't know where the
I was
Lord is
trying to
gonna
think of your. I mean, to be fair, most African countries don't have
Yeah,
winter. They have a
it's
wet
true.
season and a dry
It's true.
season.
Yeah,
So if that's your
exactly.
vibe, yeah, come to Zimbabwe. We'll
I
take
don't
you.
know, maybe. Brazil, I love Brazil as well. But Portugal is definitely an option. I don't want to stay in England
Yeah.
because
No, it's okay. I
The
get
weather?
it. No, I get it.
Sorry.
It's fine.
this is so cool. It's
This
gigantic.
is so cool. I'm also not sure if I was meant to dice the onion, but I've diced it now.
It's never ending. So do we have to cut it?
No, I think that's perfectly fine.
Really?
I think so.
Then when you eat
Oh, I
you
see what you
cut
mean.
it.
Maybe like break
Okay.
it. So what is the weirdest thing about England that you've not gotten used to yet?
Sometimes in Portuguese, things are not rude, certain things I say, but then when you direct translate it. So when I first came here,
Girl.
I got a job at H&M
Uh-huh.
and I was serving a lady. Basically, she was asking me something about an item and I didn't understand the British accent very well back then.
Okay.
So she asked me something and I go up to her and I say, what? And then she asks again and I go, what? I don't understand you.
With that exact face.
Yeah. And then she's like, you're actually quite rude. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm so sorry. I didn't know this was rude. but that was so. I think sometimes the cultural difference.
Yeah.
Like we're very direct as well.
Of course, yeah. The Portuguese are direct. Yes.
Yeah, and then here you like to go around.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay, I'm kind of scared because I've just been cutting things. I'm not gonna lie to you. Of all the episodes that we've ever filmed, this is the one where I have absolutely no
Same.
clue. Like,
What's throwing me off is the vinegar.
it's the vinegar.
Like,
If it wasn't
what
the
is
vinegar,
it?
okay. Lentils, I usually soak them. Should we soak them?
Yeah, we should. But
Let's-
these they cook quite quick. But like
These are split, so they might.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't need soaking.
I usually soak them because they grow.
Yeah.
And then they're basically cooked.
Okay, do you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take a clue because I feel like we need one. May we have a
Yeah.
clue, please? Most of these ingredients need to be diced up and fried until golden edges and tender inside. Okay,
Most of them.
so we're on the right track. So I'll just keep dicing things.
So this,
Yeah.
this, and this.
I don't know. Do
And
we
do you
need
throw
two
the
onions?
lentils in there as well?
Do you
to
fry
fry?
lentils?
I mean, I've done that. I don't know if that's something
I
you
don't
can
even
do,
boil
but-
them. I mean, we can.
And then you put it in the stew or something like
Yeah, so I'll
I
usually boil
can.
them, but I only ever make lentil stew. I've never made like a.
that. I see.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
This
Oh.
is so exciting.
No, I do love that. I do love that. I might get myself
And we
one.
got protein and stuff. You know, like sometimes when you say you're vegetarian, people forget the protein. But we got it here.
We're a professional
Yeah,
show
I
here, Maria.
see
We're
that.
professionals. You think we're gonna come and waste your time? We would never do that to you. We've got you covered. We'd never do that to you. Okay, so this week, well, over the past couple of weeks, I've been looking at the parable of the talents. So for those of you who don't know it, there is a master, this owner of a business. He's going away on a work trip, and he has 3 employees. And on his way out, he gives each of them talents, which at the time was just another word for money. So to his best employee, he gave him 5 talents. The other one, he got 2, I believe. And the last one got 1 talent according to their abilities, is what the Bible says. And the guy who got 5 talents went out, did some investing and doubled it. Same with the guy who got 2 talents. But the guy who only got given 1 hid it. He dug a hole and buried it, which first of all I feel like is it's a waste of thing to do with money. And then when the master came back and was asking his workers what they did with the money he gave them, he was very, very proud of the guys who doubled it and did something with it and kind of worked with it. And the guy who hid it away, first of all, he said he hid it because he was scared of his master and thought he was mean and he didn't want to lose the money. And the boss was really upset, and he said, you know, at least if you had put it in a bank, I would have gotten some interest. And so because he didn't use it, he got that talent taken away from him. And I've been studying it recently because I think it's a very interesting concept, particularly when you bring it to modern day, about the gifts that God gives you and what he expects us to do with them. Because, you know, especially the story highlights the fact that we all have some form of a talent, some kind of a gift. Do you relate to anyone in that story? Do you feel like, have you ever been the guys who doubled the talents? Have you ever been the one who did nothing? Do you feel like you're a bit of both?
Well, I think growing up, I was definitely the guy that buried the talent. Because I was super shy and I didn't think I was good enough. And I thought I needed to get to a certain level to even expose the talent.
Right.
You know what I mean? Instead of just like, as you go, you grow.
You
know,
grow
like,
it.
I didn't really have that mindset. I was super shy. I remember one time, this is a very funny story. I was in the bathroom. I was singing really loud because I thought nobody was listening to me. Then I get out of the bathroom and I have my whole family clapping for me, and I just go, and I close the door. It was so embarrassing. But then I think that was when I realized I kind of like had a problem. And like, why is it that like I'm afraid of exposing my talent? And I think it wasn't until I went to university in Portugal and realized like, gosh, I really don't want to do this. Then I was like, no, you need to like put yourself out there and expose yourself
Of
if
course.
you want to do this. And so that's when I came to London. I think that's when I really started exposing my talent and investing in the talent too, you know, by going to university, like this with this EP that I'm doing, like there's a lot of investing that you need to do, time, money, you know,
Do
and
you
just
feel
dedication.
I know you've kind of touched on it, but do you feel like your talent has grown or developed over time?
100%.
Is that, you've seen that kind of growth come
Yes, 100%. And I think more so spiritually, because before God, I'm my whole identity was on it.
in?
You know, it was about the talent I had.
Of course.
And then I think when I was baptized, I decided that I wouldn't do more secular music because that's what I was doing before. That I would dedicate my talent to the Lord, you know, fully. Not that I don't sing or listen to some secular music. Like sometimes I sing at weddings and I will sing love songs and stuff. But as far as my music goes, I want it to be for the Lord, you know? And I think it's when you detach yourself from your talent that you're able to use it better because it's not who you are.
That is
you know
deep.
what I mean?
That is very deep.
I know. I'm always laughing, but I'm also...
Layers. Layers upon layers.
Onion.
Yeah, I literally was gonna say Maria is an onion. She's got layers.
Yes.
That's a really powerful point actually about detaching, because I think we get lost in identity very often, and a lot of that kind of stems from we put all of our values in our abilities, and then when that thing fails, that's when everything kind of collapses.
If you notice how people communicate with you, one of the first things they ask you is, "What do you do?"
Yeah, the first. I also do this. I'm
I
not gonna
don't
lie.
like this question.
You're right.
Like, it's not that we have to get deep straight away, but I really don't like superficial conversations, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I struggle with that. But yeah, because what you do is not
Who
necessarily, it's part of who you are, but
it's not the whole story.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for anyone who, like you did at the beginning, identifies with the first servant who hides the talent away or is maybe not super confident in it? What advice would you give to anyone who's kind of struggling?
The main thing for me was that I was worried about what people thought. And I think as a teenager and a child that has such a big weight on who you are because that's your whole world, but just think ahead, think about how in 10 years nobody will remember that, nobody will care even if you fail, and then as you grow you have to build that resilience of like, forget about what people think, like just do what you're called to do, just do what God has called you to do, whatever people's opinions are. Even if you're Whitney Houston, people are still gonna have bad opinions about you, so it doesn't really matter because it's their perspective, it's not the reality.
What advice would you have for somebody who, again, like the last person, didn't use their talent and is worried that it's now gone, in the sense, so like the talent's been gone? Because I think when you look at the story, it kind of feels like God takes it away and then that's the end of the story.
Yeah. Well, I guess that could happen because if you don't respond to the call of the Holy Spirit, there's a possibility that God is going to take it away. But it doesn't mean that he will not give it back to you if you ask for it, because the Lord tells you to ask for things, knock, and it shall be open to you. So if it's for something that glorifies him, I'm almost 100% sure if it is his will that he will give it back to you. But it's something that you have to water. It's not a talent is not something you're just born with. Let me use the Cristiano Ronaldo as an example versus Messi.
Cristiano Ronaldo for the non-Portuguese speakers.
Cristiano Ronaldo. People say that, people who understand about football, they say that Messi was born with a talent, Ronaldo worked for it. I don't know about that, but I truly believe that, for example, with Ronaldo, he really works hard. So he has talent, but it's not just about the talent. You have to dedicate time and a lot of yourself to make it better. Because even with your spiritual life, in order for you to know about the Lord and to be in communion with the Lord, you have to read His Word, and the more you read it, the more you know about it.
Yeah.
And so, it's the same thing for your talent. You have to work for it, work on it. I mean,
Of course.
and keep growing.
Okay, how are you feeling food-wise? Should we go for another clue?
I mean,
Have you figured anything? Oh, I know we're frying things.
I think it's pretty base. Well, I don't know.
That's
Maybe I'm
what's
being
stressing
too
me
confident.
out. Do we have a clue for the vinegar?
You're not allowed to give a clue until you've done the first one.
Okay, cool. So what I heard is that it's time to fry, and I'm very excited to fry things.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think
Okay, no, let me chop up some mushrooms. Me and my friends, we've been having this conversation for a while, and we've been talking about the concept of spiritual obesity. It's just the idea of, we go to church every week, and it's specifically about going to church, I think, less so about Bible study, where we're going to church every week, we, worship together, we hear a message, we hear a sermon, and then afterwards, we'll talk about it. That was great, loved it. Then you go home, and for the next 6 days, it's business as usual. And it's kind of this idea of we're learning and learning and learning so much, but we don't do much with it outside of hearing the message. And that's kind of our conversation in terms of how do we avoid that? How do we get out of how do we get into spiritual exercise? So instead of just ingesting the word, and I guess it can actually tie into Bible study as well, where we're learning so much, but then it's just information that sits. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And we become spiritually obese, and we're not exercising. I don't know if that's something you've ever thought about, or how do we get out of that rut?
Well, I have thought about it, just never gave it such a great name.
Thank you.
I think it's something that we all struggle with, and because I think we're trying to cram God into our lives instead of doing it the other way around, where our life is about God and everything that comes is a result of that. We're like, okay, again, it goes back to identity, right?
Yeah.
I do this, I go to the gym, this is my profession, this is my hobby. Yeah, but you're only able to have those things in the first place because somebody gave it to you. It's not yours.
Of course.
And you should spend time, I think, and I don't do this every morning. So I'm talking to myself too, like you need to be with the Lord every morning, to ask for the Holy Spirit every morning to guide you. And I was at a Bible study recently, and the guy told me, I've started doing something which is, in the morning I ask God, what do you want me to do? Just as simple as that. It's amazing because you'll be faced with situations where you're like, oh, this is God, and how do I know? Because I asked. If I don't ask, then I will not recognize that that's a work I need to do.
So kind of spinning it away from asking God to be with you in the stuff you've already planned, and instead asking Him to plan what you're going to.
Yeah.
That's a.
It's hard though, because our lives are not designed this way, are they?
No, but it's like what you said with everything. All it takes is practice. Once you start working it out. All right, so we're gonna start frying some things because Billy says we're not allowed a clue until we do that. So we'll be right back.
This one works better if you read it in a northern accent.
Okay. Can you do a northern accent? All right, hold on. Do you know what? I've just been hanging out with my friends from Bradford, so I can. It's in there. Okay, hold on. We're coming. We're just switching over. Stirring the no, I can't do it. Hold on. We've got it. Stir in the remaining ingredients and simmer for a while. But don't forget to leave out the spirals. Save those for later. Fry them up when the rest is done.
No, stop it.
You missed a word.
Oh, hold on. Let's do it again. Stir in the remaining ingredients and stir for a while, but don't forget to leave out the spirals. Save those for later on. Fry them up when the rest is done. Oh, it needed to rhyme. I see what you're saying.
And you said stir instead of simmer.
Alright, so we put everything in except the courgette.
So I was right.
You were right. Well done, Maria. You're smashing it. So let's talk about your upcoming EP.
Yes.
Is there a story behind it? What is the story behind this music?
I just wanted to put music out, you know, and I wanted it to be something personal that I actually experienced, you know. So it is about well, the first song that
I know this wasn't on the recipe, but I'm putting it in anyway.
The first song that came out, which is already out, is called Joy in the Wilderness. It's about a time, I think it was about when we were in the pandemic. I went back to Portugal and I really didn't know what I was doing with life.
I can testify. Can we not all relate?
Yeah, and I'm definitely not the planner type of person. You know, like I'm more like let's just let it happen. But yeah, I think in that time that was what was happening. You had to let it happen. But then I got to a point where I'm like, I need to plan something. I need to make it happen. And so I wrote that song because I didn't know what to do. And so I think it was a time where I grew my relationship with the Lord a lot. And I realized that your joy doesn't depend on your circumstances, you know. Yeah. And that's what that song is about. And then it kind of it's kind of like then I have another song that's coming out in a few months called Falling in Love. So that's when I realized I fell in love with the Lord. Yeah, it was just the realization of falling in love with the Lord, the experience of wilderness, and realizing that he how do I say this? He feels whatever hole, he feels whatever situation that you are in.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm smelling the vinegar, but I like it.
It smells
like
good. No, I feel like it's smelling good. I
think it was just the right amount.
I think it does need more water because it's not simmering. We're going to do some frying now of the courgettes. I really don't want to fry them because they look so pretty.
I know.
So
I want a necklace.
That's not a necklace.
No, look, because it's so big.
Girl.
You can put it around.
Miss Ma'am. So as we're finishing up the cooking, do you think you can sing a little bit of There's No One Like Him for us? I mean, mainly for me, but if other people want to listen to, you're more than welcome to.
There is a king who gave his life just for me. His name is great. He overflows grace and love. I am not worthy. I am not worthy. Still he came down to save me. So I will call his name. I will sing his praise. There is no one like Jesus, no one like him, no one like Jesus, no one like him.
So when it comes to your song, do you write songs in Portuguese as well, don't you? No.
I've done it, but it's not something that I like actively do.
Do you prefer writing in English, or is it just that you...
I prefer writing in English, but prefer singing in Portuguese.
Why?
Because the vowels are more open.
In English?
No, in
Portuguese. Okay.
When you're singing, it's,
right.
I don't know. It's easier to open your mouth more, which makes singing easier.
Okay. Give us an example.
I don't know. I think specifically because I sing with a group and they're Brazilian, so most of the songs that we sing is in Brazilian Portuguese, which is very open. So, and then I don't know, like I think maybe because I'm also a native. Yeah. There's ways I say the words in English that are not the correct way. Even when I'm singing, I think I sound perfectly like a native, but when I was in the studio, like my producer was like, no, you need to say it this way.
Right.
And I'm like, and then the sound sounds super weird. But yeah. I think
Okay.
that's why.
Do you want to sing us a song in Portuguese? Or give us an example. I want to know what the open
Okay.
vowel sounds like.
Só existo para o teu louvor, mil versos canto para te alegrar. Maravilhoso Deus.
Oh, that sounds like butter. That literally felt like you were spreading butter on toast.
I love
Butter. It sounded like butter
No,
on
you keep
toast.
saying butter. I love it.
I feel like your producer would hate me. Okay.
Why? Because you said
I'm not
butter.
pronouncing the words properly. We're going to be in that studio
No, he
forever.
definitely says the words very properly. In English, I have to first try to understand what the song means.
Right.
Whereas in Portuguese, as I'm singing,
Mm-hmm.
I'm connecting with the song because I just know what it means. And in
Yeah.
English, even though I know English,
You've still got to
somehow I
take
have
a-
to think about it. I don't know why.
Of course. No, I get you. So we are going to finish off cooking and then we're
Yay.
going to plate it. I'm really excited to eat this. I am
Me
buzzing.
too. It looks good.
Yeah, no, we'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We've hustled hard. We've made food.
Courgette.
Yeah, courgette. How you describe the food to the people? What's
Well,
on the menu?
I would say maybe it's like I think he's gonna kill me, but like
Your plate is
a
pretty
vegan bolognese with healthy spaghetti, courgette.
I
Yeah.
would agree.
I
I
don't
would
know.
agree, and I'm actually very proud.
Yeah, it looks nice.
So it's time for the taste test. You ready?
yes.
Okay, I kind of want to eat it like spaghetti and do a twirl. Oh, it's very long.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. My hair's getting.
It doesn't taste like I thought it would taste. I thought it'd be really tomatoey, but it's not.
No, it's good.
Okay,
I like it.
I'm happy with this. This is very good. I'm really proud of the work we've done today. I think we've represented vegan food very well. We've shown its diversity. We have our proteins. We have our vegetables. We're staying strong. I'm going to keep eating. Would you like to tell the people what you have upcoming? What are your coming projects?
So I've got a song coming out called No One Like Him. And there will be an EP coming out next year, which will have a new song that is not out yet.
It was beautiful. Thank you so much, Maria, for joining us.
Thank
This
you
has
for
been a lot of
having
fun.
me.
And have a great day, guys. We will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Welcome to the show. It's simply divine. Talking faith and food, where we intertwine with fair right. It's simply divine. It's simply divine.
Lentil ragu with courgette.
Ragu. Oh, yeah. I suppose that technically ragu, bolognese, is that not the same thing?
Obviously, anyone Italian, this is not ragu or spaghetti.
Okay.
You pretty much got it spot on today. It was you fried everything correctly. The mushrooms needed less time than everything else, but that doesn't matter.
To be fair, we figured that out when we were
Yeah.
like they're turning into mush.
You had to stir in the lentils, the passata, the bouillon. That was beef bouillon flavouring. That's what it was.
Right.
Oregano,
Oregano.
and balsamic vinegar. Cover it and leave to simmer for 30 minutes until the lentils were tender and pulpy. And then to serve, you have to heat oil in the pan. Add the courgette to stir fry to soften and warm it up, and then put ragu on top.
I think we did great.
Spot on.
I'm very proud of us. Yay! Well done, team. Woo.